Zero Bravo Bravo, good afternoon to you. Report your altitude?
2,000 feet on 1014, Bravo Bravo.
Bravo Bravo.
Hello YouTube, Wycliffe Barrett here, Xplane Dedicated. Today we're going to have a look at Portugal Airport, Lisbon, LPPT. But before we do that, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, because one of those things will help this channel. Right, MK Studios, they produced this originally for FSX and P3D. It's €25.80 and has been converted by our friends at Windsock Simulations. Nice looking airport. It's in the middle of the city almost. It's, you know, it's literally, you know, jump in a taxi and you're in the city environment. Really nice airport, but as I say, it's a conversion. And with conversions, there are a couple of issues, in so much as that the people who do the conversions are just given the files and that is all they can do. They're not allowed to add anything to it or make any kind of adjustments here and there. They've just literally got to deal with what they've got. And this can cause a few issues for converters, especially when they're in a populated area such as the city of Lisbon. But as for the airport, it's got everything you need. It's got the Air Portugal maintenance hangar there. It's a well-appointed airport. Markings are great, ground markings are good. There's a couple of little errors with the taxi lights, that rather than taxi lights being nice and bent around a taxi line, there's a couple of straight lines. But once again, that's nothing to do with the converters, because they've just been given the files, and Windsock Simulations have done a very, very good job indeed. As we fly in now over the airport, you can see that there's lots of buildings there. The environment looks really good. There's also orthophoto scenery for the airport's environment, which is a plus and a minus. In terms of a plus, it looks good in certain areas. In other areas, it doesn't look so good, because, once again, the converters have not been allowed to add to it. So there are some areas where airport buildings are missing, and it would have been really good if those airport buildings could have been put in. But that notwithstanding, look at this. We're coming in on approach over the city. It's a highly populated city, a lot of buildings here. Bridges, railway lines, motorways, freeways, whatever you want to call them. This is a really highly populated European city. As we well know, Portugal Airport, Lisbon, is one of the main hubs to South America and Brazil, and is the 20th largest airport in Europe in terms of passenger footfall. It's really, really quite a well-populated city. But once again, those little problems turn up, and I'll tell you about them in a moment, just after we've completed these approaches. I also did this at dusk, so we could see what the lighting looks like as we come in over the city. Really nice approach. I'm in the Zibo Mod 737-800, and we're just about to touch down, and then we'll go to Dusk and see the same approach again from a little bit closer, a couple of miles out. Here we are. The airport's lit up there really nicely. The whole city's lit up, and it's only what we've come to expect in Xplane, with all the lighting, texturing, and HDR and PBR. It looks really, really good. Once again, that approach there, coming in over the city into the airport. As I say, it's Humberto Delgado Airport, simply known as Lisbon Airport, and originally it was done for P3D and FSX, and MK Studios have done a very, very good job. Here I'm coming in on approach. Well, I'm not actually flying. We're watching some World 3 traffic, or WT3 traffic, and I've got the radar screen up there. You can see the Aer Lingus aircraft there. Is highlighted in red on the radar, and then on the opposing runway, or the runway to the left of the aircraft, we've got another plane coming in. I'm not quite sure whether these runways are used like this in real life. If they are, it must be scary for the pilots. But just to show you that WT3 does work, there's lots of traffic around. It was quite good fun watching it. I did try live traffic, but there didn't seem to be that much going on with live traffic. Maybe there's not enough data feeds for live traffic at Portugal. Anyway, all of that notwithstanding, let's get back to the airport and some of these little niggles. Now, one of the main things that I noticed was that you've got Xplane roads and developers roads, and unfortunately they don't match up too well. So the Xplane roads, they're doing their job. They've got traffic on them, but then you've got the orthophoto roads, which appear and have no traffic on them and are totally different colours and just don't look right at all. The airport itself looks great, although it's missing a lot of airport clutter. There's no airport vehicles moving around. There's a couple of vehicles parked up. No static aircraft, no containers hanging around, luggage containers or anything like that. So in some senses it looks a little bit sterile, but it's pretty well drawn, as you can see here as we fly underneath here with the racing drone and have a quick look around. Moving on up to the top of the airport, it's got everything that I like to see. It's got air conditioning pipes on there, air conditioning ducts, night lights and all the rest of it, skylights. It looks really, really good, but once again, the fact that it's on top of orthophoto and the converters have not been allowed to fill that in, you get huge gaps where really there should be buildings, but all you've got is pictures. And it's a pity, because if they could have filled in those buildings, it would have looked so much better. But not to worry, it still looks good. It's in the middle of a very vibrant city, quite busy, and you know, it's got all the main parts there, the big hangars and the terminals. Unfortunately, they're just there on the left. You know, you've got orthophoto without any 3D cars on in the car parks or anything like that. And I find it a little bit annoying, but it's nothing to do with Windsock Simulations. Here, the road, you see the dark grey road, that is orthophoto, and then the light grey road is Xplane, and never the twain should meet. This is a problem with using orthophoto scenery and then seeing the Xplane roads, generated roads there. They've got traffic on and they're doing the job, but it just doesn't match up. But coming back to the airport, you know, it's a good airport. It's a nice airport. There's a couple of anomalies here and there, but you know, when you look at some of the custom buildings like this and having a look out towards the city, it does its job. It really does do its job. It is €25.80. So as I say, it's been done by MK Studios, converted by Windsock Simulations. It's available from simmarket.com under their Xplane heading, where they've got all of their Xplane stuff. My name is Wycliffe Barrett. My name is Wycliffe Barrett. This is Xplane Dedicated, and we'll see you all again soon in the very near future with more reviews, hints and tips. Please, if you can, and you've made it to the end of the video, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, thumbs up or thumbs down. See you soon.